We're in Amsterdam, and this area has more evidence of aliens than anywhere else that we have found in the whole world. In this city, we've noticed that there's some very strange architecture. For instance, over there. Very top, that design.
Yes.
Does it mean anything to you when you look at it?
It's very Dutch.
That's all over the world.
Is it?
Yeah.
17th century stuff.
The whole world has got those designs in it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When you look at that design, do you see anything peculiar about it?
What is there?
Okay, let me help you. I'll tell you how I see it, and then tell me if you can see it how I see it.
Okay.
How I see it is, you see the white parts on each side, two big bits like that. You know what air turbulence is? So you've got smoke and something goes through the smoke fast, it makes it, yeah? Looks like air turbulence, I think. Yeah? Okay, and the top bit, the dome, looks like a side view cut in half of a flying saucer. What do you think?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I think it's just decoration.
Okay, let me freak you out a bit now. Over here, you see these lampposts? Now all of these lampposts have got the same half-shaped dome as that building over there. So I would say that they look like flying saucers too. And in fact, there's 3 small flying saucers further down. See them, the
So
yellow
what do you
ones?
think that means?
Well, I'm asking you what you think that means.
How would I know? I didn't know this.
Okay, let me ask you another question then. Have you ever heard the parable of the wheat and the tares?
Wheat and a tare?
That's from the Bible. Jesus said that the world is like a field, and God is the good farmer, and he sowed the good seed, yeah? And as you know, like wheat is what we make bread from.
Yes.
You know what wheat looks like, yeah? And it represents the body of Jesus Christ and the body of his followers.
Yeah. So that's why they eat the bread in the church? Or?
Yeah, yeah. You're sharing in the body of Christ, which he broke for us. But what I'm saying is wheat, you know what wheat looks like?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know what a tare looks like?
No, I don't know.
No, okay. A tare looks exactly like wheat. So you can't tell the difference.
Okay.
Yeah, the only time you can tell the difference is when it's ready for harvest. Because when Jesus said, God spread the good seed, and then the angels came and said, Master, there's tares in the wheat, should we go and uproot them? And the Lord said, no, don't do that in case you damage any of the wheat. So God was saying that you can't tell the difference. So at the harvest, they become apparent. You can see that they're no longer wheat. You can see it's a poisonous plant.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
So basically, Jesus has told us that there's aliens living here who look just like us. What do you think of that?
I don't believe in Jesus and I don't believe in aliens, so I think it's both. Yeah, it probably means something else because everything in the Bible means something else. I think, but
can you tell me then, please, where have all these flying saucers, modern and old, come from?
From Bible stories, maybe. From religion?
Well, flying saucers aren't mentioned in the Bible.
Well, then, I don't know.
Apart from the book of Daniel, where there's a wheel within a wheel in the sky. But
I don't know, really.
don't you think it's rather strange?
well, it's strange, but it's also just half a circle. So a circle is like probably one of the most common things you can build in architecture. So it's not very strange to take half a circle because the houses are all half you know, some of them are like this, some of them are like this, some of them are like this.
Okay.
Because there's just...
Okay, but that one there looks like a flying saucer as well at the top, doesn't it? And so does the one next to it, and the one next to that one, and that one over there. Is it flying this?
Oh, like a UFO.
That's the one, yeah. Do you see it now?
But we made up a UFO, so...
But when? How did
and
they?
the UFO...
How did they know a few hundred years ago when they built that building about UFOs?
Well, no, we made that up later. So UFOs we made up later. Maybe someone say, yeah, maybe it's UFOs.
So
maybe it looks like that, maybe.
But every building in the world that's been built by the governments has got depictions like that. It doesn't make sense.
Not every building.
All the government buildings have. All the old ones, and even the new ones.
No, not all the government buildings have a roof like that.
They have depictions like that, not necessarily that particular design, but they all have depictions. So, see, like the modern lampposts?
So what are you trying to say? That the government buildings were just, without knowing, they were building UFOs on top of every building?
Well, I'm saying, how could they not know? If all of them have built it, how could they all build it without knowing? Do you think there's a possibility that there's aliens, just like Jesus said, living amongst us? Here in Amsterdam...
Well, depending on what you... if you really mean aliens from another planet...
Well, yeah, they're half human,
then, well,
half angel. It says so in Genesis 6 in the Bible.
That kind of alien.
Yeah,
not an alien from outer space.
They are aliens to here, and that's what people call them. But we never knew how they got here. But what I'm saying to you is looking at all of these buildings, they look like flying saucers. And the new buildings, which look like flying saucers. I mean, doesn't that make you think that perhaps Jesus was saying something that you should be listening to?
But Jesus didn't build them.
No, but he came to warn us about the people who built those. That's what I'm trying to say. Wheat and tares told us.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I think I don't believe in aliens. I'm sorry, and I don't believe in Jesus. I think it's just nice when there's half a circle on top of a building to be different from. Well, you say every building is built like that. Well, that maybe just was the style of.
Look, you know.
Yeah, it's just a style to
and look here, look.
Yeah.
Look, half domes everywhere.
It just looks nice.
Half domes.
It's just one of the three main...
Okay, you see it as a very big coincidence, is what you're saying?
No, it's not a coincidence. It's just I don't know the word. Like you can choose from three forms to build a building on top. Like some of them are flat, some of them are like this, and some of them are like this. There's no other choice. So it's just a coincidence, really.
Why put these decorations on all of them?
Because it looks nice.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Well, flying saucers, some people seem to like them.
Yeah, well, I would like it if there were flying saucers. I wouldn't mind. I just think there aren't, because why would they all be so hidden in like the top of a building? Why wouldn't they just come to us and tell us we are aliens? And
it says...
well, why would they hide in between us? And what's the point in living in our world and not telling us, or not doing anything? Or
well, God says in the Bible, in the book of Proverbs, it says wicked men hide when no one is pursuing. So their intention isn't a good intention, it's a bad intention.